Jolan True Centurion, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I'm Fleet Admiral Tiark of the battleship RAS Fides. As we continue our campaign against the United Federation of Planets, we are finally starting to get into a position where we can start actually dealing damage to the Federation itself. So let's just quickly run through, double check that we are fully stocked, ready to go, and immediately, after finally putting ourselves in a position to attack the Federation, let's attack an empty square, which, granted did turn Federation at the very last second. So, yeah, technically we are still engaging the Federation. Unfortunately, we will not be able to capture this tile on this mission. We'll be able to neutralize it, just not steal it. Looks like the Lyrans are out. So let's set our plasma torpedoes to enveloping, just in case. Whoever we run into, we will be able to deal with them harshly and efficiently. Also check the transporters. He does have medical supplies, which we could steal. I think we're going to try and do that. Let's increase the speed of time. After all, there's not much we can do until the phaser capacitor gets up to full power, which it is now, so slow down the speed of time. And quickly run on through. Make sure that we go with our 4-2 on our ECM system, so we are defending ourselves, but also burning through all the enemy defenses. And frankly, we probably don't need all that much ECM purely because the amount of damage we dish out is hilariously huge. Apparently, our target is a light cruiser. This is telling me that it is a HDWXE, although it's currently showing the Miranda, which is a heavy cruiser in this game. And a light cruiser? It's not quite clear. Doesn't matter, he's a 4 nacelle design and he is an alphabet soup destroyer. Let's pick up the pace though. We do want to try and steal the medical supplies before he can blow them up. Although why the Federation is blowing up medical supplies, I'm not entirely sure. Again, increase the speed of time. This will take quite a bit of time. And he has deployed his fighters. Long-range plinking fire is going out. And come on, transporters. Almost ready now. Slow down the speed of time, back to normal. Target the HWD. To all the pseudos in the universe. That way we can actually absolutely terrify him with what's inbound. And I am anticipating at any second that he will did not. Okay. That's annoying. Plasma S torpedo. Fire from the... Oh, because he fired a scout attack. Okay, I can dig that. Let's just turn on in, hit him with everything we've got at all times. Continue with the plasma torpedo bombardment. Come on, keep turning. More, I need to get the bow on. Because I have two very, very large and powerful plasma torpedoes I want to include in this. And I don't want him to be able to, spike them. He has taken out the vessel. And of course he did. Oh, apparently he didn't. Oh, he must not have gotten down to speed in time, I suppose. Because we apparently hit him with those plasma torpedoes, and that did wipe him out. So I will take credit for that kill. So let's see how much prestige that was worth. I can't imagine very much. 196 plus, or 176 plus a little bit more. And we'll pop over here, cause a little bit more havoc, deal a little more damage, steal a few more tiles. The goal at this point is to secure positions and to also put the pressure on just a little bit. We don't need too much, just some, in order for them to start being concerned. Plasma torpedoes to enveloping. We're squaring off against a light cruiser. And that's it, supported by our own alphabet soup destroyer, the Cougar, which apparently is a Orion Pirate version. Although, if I was reading that properly, yes, it is HDWVX1, which does certainly qualify as an alphabet soup. Squaring off against random vessel out here. Deep patrol, disengage, whatever. So let's pick up the pace. Oh, nope, can't quite yet. The phase capacitor isn't yet there. And there it goes. And make sure that we go with our 4 and 2. And an Orion Pirate battlecruiser has just shown up, so it's going to be an interesting fight now. Not really. The battlecruiser is relatively outgunned by us being, of course, one of the largest dreadnoughts you can possibly have in this game. Well, at least for the Romulans. He is, however, very, very far away. Do I think you can take him? Sure, why not? Okay, we're going to ignore them then. Let them duel it out however they choose to. And we will, of course, focus on the more interesting battle. So let's kick up the speed and prepare to engage the the heavy cruiser of the Orions. Unless you turn into us, in which case we will have to kill you. Trust me, you don't want that. You really don't want that. I think he's just maneuvering to avoid a asteroid, so we're not going to concern ourselves with that at all. Select all the plasma torpedoes. We are going to dump. I want to do it from long range, so I am going to commit everything. So everything goes there. We will start our turn. And how are you? Are you turning into us? You are. So you're going to be a pain. Come on, how are you not crash stopping? There it is. Unfortunately, he did cut our turn in, which is going to mean he'll be in an annoying position to deal with. We're going to have to get too close to him. Slow everything down as we curl on in. All weapons, all heavy weapons. Keep slowing down, because if we get too close to him, the amount of splashback damage we deal to ourselves is tremendous. 1.7, 2, come on, just a little bit faster. And I want to fire before we hit 3, because if we don't, well, death comes to us. There we go, hook it on in there. There, that's exactly what I wanted, and oh crap, this is going to hurt. Incoming big plasma torpedo. Send one back his way, and I do believe that he launched a wild weasel, so we will launch our own pseudo-frigates. Harass, and harass. And he is coming in with a expanding sphere generator. Hopefully that'll deal some damage. Those are indeed allied fighters. All weapons select. We have nothing really quite yet able to fire. Bouncing his mine off of our shields. Let's start the repairs. So we have them done by the time the mission is over. More mines. And we've taken out most of his defenses at this point. Continue to turn. Keep coming around. The R and the G I was not quite ready for. I discounted the chance of enemy plasma torpedoes being a thing, and it really did bite us a bit. He's passing around into our stern firing arc, so we will lash out with a little bit more firepower there. And wow, you're actually using that weapon at the proper range. I'm impressed. Have a cookie. Steadily and slowly turning. But again, that's how we do everything in this ship. It's not exactly what you might call fast. And I think my screen is glitching out a bit. Oh no, apparently these we did not add those into the repair pool. Long range blinking fire, we can do a lot more to him than he can do to us for several reasons. One, we have more phasers, but two, because we have shields that he doesn't right now. Or at least not an arc that matters. Steadily and continuously coming around. Please tell me that's a real torpedo. Could be fake. They can generate their own fakes. They're basically little frigates. They're better armed than a lot of frigates. I mean, 4 plasma F torpedoes is a huge amount of armament for something that small. No pseudos, so just start engaging. And be mindful of the fact that he will have his plasma torpedoes at any moment as well. Like that. Slow down. Slow way down. Forward shields are... Can we get them on? Yes, we could, and we bounced that. We just bounced that much firepower. Oh, that was brilliant. I loved it. I loved every second of watching that R-type plasma torpedo from close range just bounce off the forward shield. See, it's moments like that that make you feel unstoppable and invincible, and will then, of course, cause you to go on missions where you can't possibly win, and then you die. So, tile neutralized, and I think we are going to be a little bit cocky. We're going to press ourselves, and we are going to go on a planetary assault. That's exactly where this battleship is designed to be, so let's go on it. Battle alert, we are escorted, of course, by a Klingon B-11 battleship, the Devastator, squaring off against a phaser-armed planet and a BBX. Oh no, it's a BBVX, so this is even worse. It's going to have enough firepower to be incredibly deadly, if we allow it to be, which we will, of course, not allow it to be. Enveloping plasma torpedoes are, of course, as normal. Make sure that we also set up our ECM and ECCM. We are, of course, keeping our current energy budget low so that we can do that. Want to have enough defenses ready to go, well, from the moment that things start. And reinforce just the forward shield. That's all we're going to need for now. And we will do a technique where we will fire all of our plasma torpedoes from long range, which will cause him to stop. We will then cloak, his fighters will pass over us, and then we will decloak and fire everything into him. This, by the way, being the second attempt to record this episode. The last one, well, we had a crash, unfortunately. And I'm going to try and avoid putting up episodes that end early because of crashes. Besides, not really much happened, and it was a couple of interesting fights against battleships, and I may end up posting it at the end, sort of as a lost episodes thing. But for now, we're going to get full episodes going. And we had been practicing that technique a little bit. I think our phaser capacitor is at full charge. Excellent. Check our power screen so that we know exactly how much energy we currently have up in the buffer. And that will do me for now. Prepare plasma torpedoes. Set to enveloping. Yes. Set to overload. Yes. Just going to double check that. Good. And we'll increase the speed of time because we're both kind of slowly trundling into each other. And we don't have all... Well, we don't really care how much time we take. So incoming fire didn't get past the buffer, which is excellent. And let us engage with pseudo torpedoes as of now. This will, of course, do the response that we want. Unfortunately, his fighters have done something that I have never seen them do. They flew out backwards and then in towards us, so they were clearly expecting this strategy. Because by the time that... yeah, this is going to be bad. Oh, goodness. Where are you going? Are you coming my way? Start to slow way down. They are coming our way. Alright, all cloak. We are going to do the cloak and drop. Plasma torpedoes are selected. We're just going to sit here like a hole in space. Oh, the timing on this could not be worse. Oh, boy, this is going to be bad. Because we've got to make sure that we fire from beyond a certain range. Fire your phasers. Come on. Don't leave me hanging here. Fire all of your weapons so that I know that you can't hurt me. USS Delta, of course, focusing all its firepower on the Devastator, which is going to prove to be a mistake. Decloak now. We have no choice. All plasma. Engage at full firepower. Wow, we just exploded with plasma. And took out a whole bunch of fighter groups while we were at it. That's that plasma torpedo. And you're the last group of... so we outright exploded with plasma. We flooded him with 2 R's, 2 S's, and 2 F's. And then our defensive plasma torpedoes just absolutely obliterated most of the enemy fighter groups. We will mop up the last of them here. Begin a turn in this direction because I'm a little bit worried. Continue to engage with overloaded phasers. There we go. All of his fighters are dead. Unfortunately, you're in a really, really nasty position. Cloak. Let's disappear for now. And plasma torpedoes, set them to normal mode. Although, honestly, we should probably just set him to enveloping and head towards the planet. Because I don't see him surviving much longer. Yep, there goes the Delta. Defender ship destroyed. Target the planet with the phasers. Decloak. Plasma torpedoes to enveloping. Can I launch a probe? A probe, if you please. There we go. Probe's on the way to go tell us exactly what's going on. And we'll steadily make our course. How's our charge rate currently going? 28, because our phaser capacitor is at full power. There we go. Set our sights on the enemy. Of course, it's a well-defended planet with very heavy shields. And I'm anticipating the 8 photon... yep, there it is. 8 photon torpedoes, an additional 8 phaser 4s, and then 16 phaser 3s. Can you imagine if planets in the X era became upgraded with Gatling phasers? It would be 16 phaser Gs. That would be 64 shots. Now that's a real Gatling weapon in this universe. So we will currently make our way towards the planet, as it will no doubt begin engaging from long range. Excellent. Increase the speed. Now, one of the concerns that I have is that we know that the planet actually has a huge firing arc, so it actually does also hit these side shields at a time sometimes, which is not great. So we may have to reduce the effectiveness of our defenses. We shall have to see. And as long as we let the Devastator go first, hopefully it'll get shot at more than we get shot at. There goes the photon torpedoes at least. And we can increase our speed a little bit more, but I'm not really willing to go much faster than this once we really start getting close. Devastator has begun its bombardment. Long range against a reinforced shield. You can imagine how well that's doing. He has, of course, turned off at a distance of about 20-ish. Yeah, range of about 20 is when he decided he was not getting any closer to that, which, to be fair, I can't really blame him. From that distance, things get very, very dangerous. Pseudoplasma torpedoes. Engage. No particular reason why we fired them so far out. We probably should have waited until we got a little bit closer. We're not trying to bait out anything. We're just trying to, eat his phaser fire. All stop. Let's all stop here. Real plasma torpedoes. I really think I should shut you off. Let's turn our ship just a little bit. If I hit 15, I am going to emergency stop. So let's see how much firepower we can do here. Of course, the Fs aren't going to even make it there. They can't possibly go that far. However, everything else is going to hit. And we took an awful lot of firepower, although we have taken out his shields. We're going to sit here. We're going to take some damage. And we're going to be happy with it. We will, of course, prepare another volley of super heavy plasma torpedoes. And you know what? I'm going to shut you off. They're not serving any use right now. So, offline. And we're only engaging right now with the heavy plasma torpedoes. The light Fs that we currently also have can't possibly make it that far. So engage once again with the heavy plasma torpedoes to break down his shields and cause 200 damage to the planet. How many people you got left? 7. That's actually doing pretty good. Unfortunately, he still seems to have a large phaser, which is not very good. So we will slowly make our way in towards the enemy. And drifting nice and easy. One more volley ought to do it. We're pretty good at this sort of thing. The amount of firepower that we can bring to bear is pretty astonishing. There we go. That was an interesting sound glitch. Yep, he's down to 2, and apparently there will be no resistance upon landing on the planet. So let's increase the speed of the ship a little bit more. A little bit more. Hopefully not crashing into the planet, of course. And 9, 8, 7, 6, and there we go. Parking orbit. Set the speed of time to normal. Actually, set the speed of time to super slow. There we go. And the reason why we did that was purely so we could just dump a couple of people on the planet instead of the entire complement, and thus, you know, be down by like 10, 11 Marines. Just we have to wait a little bit longer for the planet to be captured. Maybe that'll neutralize the TAL. I doubt it. In fact, I know it won't, but, you know, we can always dream of wonderful things. So we have all the people on board the planet. They have none of the people on the planet. Now we just wait for them to secure whatever capital. There we go. A wonderful planet taken. Captured with nary a scratch. Okay, a little bit of a scratch. Actually, did you get the shield down? Or was it just down to red? 495 prestige is our reward for dishing a massive blow to the enemy. And fortunately, they have pushed out once again. And so now we will go on a convoy raid, which may have been a mistake. Convoy raids, not exactly the best missions. At least not for us. What is that? Oh, it's just a big, giant spinning boulder. Convoy? Oh, there it is. Okay, you're really, really small and really, really far away. So we're going to go as fast as we can. I don't think we're being escorted by anything. Starting to see more of the convoy. And a whole bunch of energy just got freed up, and we're starting to see the enemy. Slow down the speed of time just a bit. See what we're looking at now. We've got a freighter, a freighter, a freighter, a freighter, a freighter. Just a whole bunch of freighters here. Unless you're a monitor. Are you? You're not. Okay. We're good here. We have no issues with just throwing ourselves into the enemy convoy and killing everything. Increase the speed of time. We're being engaged by whatever you are. Slow down the speed of time. We will deal with this very shortly. I have no intention of wasting my time with this rebel. We'll send you. Attack. You. Attack. You. A blistering amount of pseudo-torpedoes, which you will no doubt freak out about and stop. You're armed with 4 missile launchers and a whole bunch of phaser 2s. Yep, that's what we expected. Make our target for the convoy. I will engage with stern-firing weapons only. He's currently got an attack ship to 3, so I probably should have paid a little bit of attention to that, because that might take away our ability to kill him. In fact, we're just going to ignore him for now. So our ECCM to go, and we're going to throw ourselves into the midst of this convoy and hit it with everything we've got. So as we close in, I think phasers ought to do the trick. And just wait until we get nice and close enough. And then we'll start unloading on them. Free Trader, I think, is going to require the full phaser company. It did, just about anyway. This will inspire a Wild Weasel choice from you, I have no doubt whatsoever. Yes, it did. Will it do the same to you? Also, hi, 20? Oh, you're heading towards me. You never know, it could work. Wait for the Prime Trader to suddenly lose his defensive ship, which it just did. All phasers. Turn firing phasers, keep firing. Not quite enough damage to kill him. Interesting. Can I fire a Plasma F at you without you freaking out? And you definitely freaked out. But let us follow up with an S-type Plasma Torpedo, because I don't think you have any sort of defense against that. And then we'll be able to soar in with our main phaser battery if you still survive. Which you did. Okay, so there is that. Torpedo. That may have been a bit overkill. It was. But only a little bit. And we've destroyed 3 of their freighters. There's only 1 freighter remaining. Don't have any plasma torpedoes ready to go. In fact, we really need to slow down because, you know, we weren't charging any of our plasma. And I think we'll fire the shot. Keep firing. Anything? No? We're out? Okay. So we're zipping in on this Saber class looking little freighter. Hopefully this will take him out. I don't have too much hope on that, but, you know, I can dream. Again, phasers are set up against a small merchant ship. And disengage. There we go. Target destroyed. On to the last enemy vessel. Our plasma torpedoes are currently expended. Our phaser capacitor is recharging. But I think we'll do fine. Overload the weapons, so we're ready to rock. Phaser capacitor back up to full charge. We do have a ton of energy, which we need to throw into things. So let's reinforce the forward shield. He's got 4 missile launchers and a whole bunch of phaser 2s. He could be a threat, guys. You never know. And we'll steadily get on in here. As soon as our forward phasers are ready to fire, we might be able to deal some damage to him. Oh, he is trying to use his shield reinforcement to avoid having to take a whole bunch of damage. But unfortunately, he can't keep away from us. Almost in phaser range. I just want to be within a range of 5, make sure that we hit him like a truck. And there it is. And our defensive phasers immediately going into action. Or not phasers, but plasma. Taking care of anything that he was trying to stop us with. Our plasma torpedoes not quite ready, and he is making tracks away from us. So let's fire an F-type plasma torpedo, see if we can't bait out anything, really. Hi, how you like this? And how about this? The 2 plasma torpedoes, one of which is fairly deadly to him. He has no shuttle bay. Never mind. We're just going to unload plasma into you until you die. Now granted, the F-type plasma torpedoes probably won't reach him, but the R-type plasma torpedoes, as soon as they're ready, definitely will. Yeah, if you're plasma and you're ready, shoot. Oh, we didn't need to. The phasers could do more than a good enough job on that one. And once again, the enemy has been destroyed. That's what you get when you try and defend a convoy with freighters against dreadnoughts. 190 prestige, and the tile is once again neutralized, but we will have to put some pressure here to make sure that it captures it before they take it back. But that is going to end that episode there. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I see one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.